I'm going to take a spoolie brush and I'm going to brush through my brows. I brush upward, and then once I get to the arch, I brush downward through the tail. So from the arch to the tail, I'm brushing downward. Then I'm going to take a small angled brush with a little bit of the Dipbrow Pomade. I'm going to start on the inner portion of my brow, and then I'm going to define the bottom part of my eyebrow. Basically, I'm going to be shaping them how I want them, and then I'm going to go through and fill them in. As you can see here, I'm just working from the inner portion of the brow through the arch and then downward through the tail. I do a little bit at a time. You can see small strokes here, and then I'm just, once I get the line, I just kind of follow it from beginning to end. I just find that that gives a nice defined line. Then you can see here I'm going to the upper portion of my brow and I am outlining my tail. I go from the outer portion of the brow right above the hairs because I do tend to prefer a thicker brow. I'm just defining the arch here, and with small strokes I'm filling in the sparse areas. I find that when I use small strokes, you can draw in individual hairs and it looks more natural. As you can see, this brow is super sparse on the inner corner, so it does take me quite a bit of time to fulfill the shape that I want, especially in that area. You can see I flipped the angle of the brush, and now I'm brushing upward small strokes to create hairs. Now don't be alarmed if you go outside of the line that you just created to define the brows. We're going to go through later and clean it up with some concealer. And as you can see, just flick, 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 drawing individual hairs. And now I'm taking my spoolie and I am brushing the product through to really blend it and make it look more natural. Please spend time on this, otherwise you're going to look like Bert and Ernie, and that's not cute. So now you can see I'm taking the angled brush again, and I'm defining. This is my better eyebrow, so it's a little bit easier for me to define and shape. It's a little bit fuller naturally, so defining it and creating the shape that I want is not as difficult as the other one. So there I am on the upper portion of my brow, defining that tail, and then going in to the upper portion and just following my natural brow line and defining that. There I am at the arch, just giving it a little bit higher of an arch to give that awake look, and then filling it in. Again, small strokes. We want this to look as natural as possible, especially when you have a lot to fill in. The smaller the strokes, the more natural it's going to be. I've only dipped my brush in the product once per eyebrow. You want to make sure that you're wiping off the excess, otherwise you will look scary. A little bit of this product goes a long way, and remember, you can always build it up. So start with a little bit and work your way up until you get comfortable using the product. Now I'm going back in and fixing the uncool brow because it's a mess. Now I'm just taking the spoolie and blend, blend, blend. That's my motto, blend, blend, blend. And when you think you've blended enough, blend some more. The look here is very natural, so the more blending, the better. Oh, fixing that tail again. I'll tell you, that brow is stubborn. It takes me, a couple times to get that brow right. Now I'm taking a flat definer brush with a little bit of my concealer, and I'm outlining my brows to give them more of a defined look. Now, if you don't like the way this looks, you certainly do not have to do this. I just find that it really cleans up the area. It gives a nice, precise line, and it just makes your brows look even more perfect. And then I'm going through to the top. Now the top I don't spend a lot of time on just because I clean up the areas that I went outside the line, but most of the cleaning up and the defining with the concealer comes on the lower part of the brow. I just find that I get a more defined arch when I do this, and it just looks a lot better. And there I am blending. Again, ladies and gents, gentlemen, blend, blend, blend. Cleaning up the inner portion where I might have gone outside lines. And then now I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills the Clear Brow Gel, and I'm running it through my brows. This is like a push-up bra for your brows. If you do not use a clear brow gel, you need this. And don't skimp and buy drugstore, because there is a difference. Same thing with the spoolie here. You're pushing the brows up till you get to the arch, and then from the arch through the tail, you're brushing downward. This is just going to, when you push your brows up, it just is going to give them, it's going to give your eyes a little more lift, which we all need that. And here is the finished look. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!